I wanted to really quickly show you just some foundational stuff about our soundboard. Now, this is a digital soundboard, so we got to kind of think a little bit differently than our analog soundboard that we may be used to. We can see that from left to right here, this is channels 1 through 16. And if you hit this button over here, you get channels 17 through 32. If you hit the next button, you have your auxiliary inputs and also your effects. And the last button, which you probably never need to touch because this is a duplicate of what we have in a section over here, this is our bus sends. So these first 4 here are our monitors, and the 6th one here is our bass that goes to the subs. So over here we have our inputs. Over here we have our kind of our output. The first button is our DCA groups. You may end up referring to these as mute groups because there's 2 things that we can do with this. We can change the overall volume of the worship band or whoever we have grouped together in this first slider. And you can add people as simple as holding it down. And you can see over here everything that's lit up. Like you can see, I just took the percussion and I added it to the worship band. So now when I end up moving this slider up and down, I'm actually moving up and down the entire group of the worship band. That's the same with worship team, choir mics, drums, and also speakers. The speakers would end up not being the speakers in the house, but our speakers like our pastor's mic. The next layer is our monitors. We have monitors 1 through 4, and you can see, if you get real close here, we can see that this is our piano. So monitor 1 is on the floor by the piano. We have our vocal monitors. Those are the 3 monitors that run the front of the stage. We have our choir monitors. There should be 2 of those. And then we have bass. Typically, we don't even use the bass monitor. Just depends on how our in-ear monitors are working for our instruments. The last one here you'll see is the bass mix. Now, this is not only the bass guitar, but it also includes the bass drum in our drum kit. And sometimes we end up pushing the low end of our synth to this bus 6, which then in turn goes to our subs. The third layer here, you don't need to touch it all. This is a bus matrix. And so we have all of our different inputs are actually working through these different buses. So don't worry about that. The last button here, you'll see our mains, our subs, and our video feed that goes to our live stream computer. So that's a real quick overview of the different inputs and outputs that we have.